So the social dilemma, all about social media, the kind of impact it has on the world.
Mind control.
Mind control.
Plain and simple.
I mean, it kind of is.
It kind of is, seriously.
In a way, because, I mean, like, they figure out all the stuff you like. And
use it against you.
Huh?
Use it against you.
They do. They do. And it's so weird. Like the ads they place for you.
Oh, yeah.
Like we were just watching like YouTube the other day. We wanted to test out the theory, so we were talking about Domino's.
Well, something happened before that. We were sitting there and something happened before. I don't know what the ad was before.
I think it was Xbox, right? Was it? No, it was iPhone.
Might have been. I don't know. We were talking about an ad before, and we weren't even thinking about the YouTube playing our ad. And then it played it, and we were like, no way. So then we tested it by doing the pizza.
Yeah. And then the next ad was Domino's Pizza. It listens. It listens. And, you know, something that we share in common is we both like to write code.
Yeah.
You know? And you got all these variables, and it makes sense. It collects all this data from you, so you could have, like, you know, tags and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like they search this, they like this, and they're collecting all this data, so they already know, like, all the things that you like. And it's weird. It's very, like, it makes for a better user experience, I feel.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, you don't want to keep seeing things that are irrelevant.
But then they use it against you.
They do. They use it for profit.
Sale, yeah.
Yeah. Like, even on, what is it? There's an app that I use all the time. And it just blows my mind that there's, like, a little link below. And it says, do not sell my personal data. Like, you have to click a link to do that.
What app are you using?
It's like a big app.
Twitter?
No, it's not Twitter. Like, I don't want to name an app because I don't want to throw somebody under the bus for not doing it. But I feel like a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
It might be like Turbo Squid or something.
I got you. That's it. You said you weren't going to say it, but you said it.
I said it. Don't. It may not be Turbo Squid. I don't know. But it's one of those, like a big name. Not something you probably use every day.
Yeah.
But something that it literally has a link. Do not sell my personal data.
I was very curious if they actually did what the movie did, where it's like you don't touch your phone in a minute, so it like sends you a notification about like whatever. Like Instagram might be like I'm a big Naruto fan, for example, so Instagram might be like, bring Naruto, something posted on Naruto.
Right.
Yeah.
Like they're choosing when to send you notifications.
Yeah, because they did that on the main character.
Yeah.
Well, I guess kind of the main character, because there was like a bunch of sporadic stuff about it.
Yeah, I liked that it was kind of a documentary / movie.
Yeah.
It was a really cool change of pace. That was very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was kind of stupid that the girl, like when they're at the dining room table, and I think this is good for any family to do. I don't think you should be on your phone when you're eating.
Yeah, yeah.
Because,
it's family time.
Yeah. My own family out there, they get on their phone all the time when we eat. And I'm like, what you doing?
Texting you.
Hey, how's supper? This is pretty good.
You send the throw up emoji.
Yeah, I don't believe in using your phone at the dining room table. But yeah, I thought it was kind of stupid that in the movie, the mom puts the phone in the lock-proof thing.
Yeah.
And that kid that's like, we'll say she's like 13 or 12, she goes over there and busts the lock and busts the case open just to get to her phone. I'm like, no kid would do that.
Yeah.
Like, they're not that bad. But, you know, it's gotten to a point now where people are on their phones way, way too much.
I mean, for crying out loud, when people go on dates, like even their first date, they go on a date and it'll just be both of them like... Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like, what are you doing? You're on a date with your significant, well, trying to be significant other, and you're freaking... So what are you into? You know, texting. Me too.
Yeah. That's why I don't. I like a big change that I made in my life was getting off social media. I still have it,
Yeah.
but I don't use it nearly as much.
Mm-hmm.
And like my anxiety going out in public dropped tremendously because I focus more on like my surroundings, and I talk to people. I try to make an effort to talk to like the cashiers, talk to the greeters. I make an effort to like be a part of the community.
Yeah.
And it's a lot different. Like, if you looked at how much time I spent on my phone, it's not a lot at
Mine's
all.
quite a bit.
You get on your phone a lot?
I get on my phone a lot.
Oh, I thought it was interesting in the movie. The guy, when he gets his phone taken,
Yeah.
she's like, I'll buy you a new phone. Or a new screen, because he cracked his. I'll buy you a new screen if you can stay off your phone for 2 weeks. And like it hit me even watching that, because I seen that he was just in his room like throwing a ball against the wall, and he was so bored. And that's what kind of hit me, because I was like, people don't understand how much time they're actually spending on their phone.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there throwing a ball, but I mean, could you imagine if you wanted to become a drawer, if you wanted to become like an artist, if you want to become this, like you put your phone away, you got all this free time.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't get on my phone hardly at all.
Well, when I was a kid, phones weren't really big. I mean, you had like if you wanted to text somebody, you had to really work for it, because you were like, I got to get this in 3, or whatever it was, 5, and you get an N, and you got to get an A, 1, and then you got to get another letter, 3, 4, 5, and you would text like that because it wasn't like a keyboard.
Ain't that weird? Yeah.
Yeah, so you had to like work for it. So that was like cell phones back in my day. But when I was a kid, I play out in the woods and stuff. Like I had a little wood area. I'd just go out there and run around, fish maybe. There's all sorts of stuff out there. Explore. And now kids, all kids want to do nowadays is either play on their phone, play video games. Video games are cool, but
I love our video games now.
But yeah, they just like want to stay on their phone and stay indoors and stuff. They don't really do anything.
And I know people do blame it a lot on like the world is a lot different now.
Yeah.
Because, even people that are older than us, they'll say that, they were able to play outside and not feel like they were going to get attacked by other people. Like, there's a lot more crazy people now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't feel like that's an excuse to not go and do things. Because, like you said, when we were younger, we rode bikes, build ramps that didn't work. So when you ramped them, they just broke, and you broke every bone in your body.
Scrape the crap out of your legs. You look down at your legs, all the skin was peeled off. I need to do it better next time.
Yeah,
Build better ramp.
You wasn't like, I need to go put knee pads on. You're like, I'll get it next time.
I'll get it next time.
That's what kneecaps are for, people. That's like a built-in knee pad right into your skin.
I seen somebody's pop out of place one time. It was really gross.
It's pretty gross.
But we were talking about people not doing things and then wanting to do stuff. It seems like all people want to do now is like, let's go out and go eat or something, or let's go out and go to the amusement park or something like that. But they don't enjoy the moment because they're so caught up in, we got to get a photo opportunity for freaking Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. They're more worried about like, look what I'm doing, social media, instead of enjoying like what they're actually doing.
That is 100% true. And that's why I used to have that same kind of thought.
Yeah.
Like back in the day. I'm old.
Me too. I'm 36, guys.
Hey, no, 36. You look great for your age, though.
Try.
But yeah, like, I think here's the thing. Like, the people that I know that go and do things and they don't post stuff on social media, they seem a lot happier when I'm around them.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're not focusing on that whole virtual side of things. They can go to places and just, like you said, feel part of the moment and not feel like you have to get a photo and boost that status. It's all about, boosting that, trying to place yourself higher in the hierarchy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm doing this cool thing. Oh, I'm doing this cool thing. And it's like a competition. So posting on social media, it just feels like you're trying to get higher up in this hierarchy that really don't exist.
Yeah.
It's like a virtual hierarchy of who looks best today, and here's what I've noticed too. It's a very like almost follow for follow. Oh, I like all your pictures, so you're gonna like all mine.
You like all mine.
And it's not a legitimate connection.
Yeah. You know what I've noticed in today's generation? I mean, I say this like I'm an old man, but I still notice things. So we've been at this YouTube game for a very, very long time. And it never seems to work out, but we keep trying. And we're in it to really like start a community and feel proud about what we're doing. But today's generation, it just seems like they're all caught up in like the easy life. Like I just want to make it big to have like just to
sit back and chill.
Yeah, I don't want to work or anything. Like today's generation, I feel like is very lazy.
You think that has a connection to do with social media?
Yeah, because like you don't do anything. Like for example, when he wasn't on his phone, he was just throwing a ball against the wall.
Right.
I see so many girls from our hometown. If you go onto their Instagram account or anything like that, they always have public figure plastered on their page.
Kind of like an Instagram influencer.
Yeah, they have
deal.
public figure plastered on there, but they're not.
Yeah.
But they'll label themselves as that because they're trying to start it on there. And like, it'll surprise you how many people have tried to do that.
Just to try to label themselves as something, I guess, to grab people's attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that.
It's very, I don't know. I feel like people are trying to get big for the wrong reasons nowadays.
Well, it's like what I've noticed here is like you got all these big companies like I mean, just name like these are top companies, but like Nike, you got I don't know, Aeropostale or something.
Yeah.
You got all these companies, and they find these people that are big influencers, and they're just paying them to pretty much be like, "Hey, I like this product."
Yeah.
And that's like simple. And hey, do you watch any of the TED Talks?
Yeah, I've seen a few.
There's one that talks about instant gratification.
Didn't see that one.
That is like a beautifully performed message where it talks about today's generation, including myself before. I was the same way until I kept seeing successful people talk about this. It didn't really ring in my head, and I think that's what you do. You get caught up in this trap of like instant gratification. What would you rather do? Would you rather spend 3 hours trying to draw something, trying to get better at basketball, get better at whatever you're trying to get good at?
Yeah.
So you're trying to get good at that. Oh, but I just got a notification, and I can instantly get on my phone, see that somebody is connecting with me, communicating, and you get that hit of dopamine.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, I feel good in this moment, and I don't have to spend 3 hours to feel good about practicing something.
Yeah. I get exactly where you're coming from, and it makes me think of cheaters in the world. Unfaithful people. I don't know why I correlated the two together, but here's my reasoning for it. Same way with instant gratification and stuff. Meeting a guy out by chance or trying to talk to somebody in person is rough. But you got the social media where somebody's like, boop, and sends you anything. So, for example, girls, guys, everybody when they post a picture, everybody's like, oh, you're so handsome, you're so cute, stuff like that. And you're just like, yeah. And I feel like it makes it a lot easier to feel the need to cheat or feel the need to expand outside of your relationship because the opportunities are just knocking at your door.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people use social media as a way to date.
Yeah.
Like I've done it plenty of times where you think of somebody that you might have went to school with, you think of somebody you went to college with, and it's just easier to say, hey, on social media, you can just type the message. If they're not
Send it.
interested, you don't have to deal with the rejection
Face
up
to
close.
face.
Yeah.
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 Instant gratification.
Instant gratification. But what I've noticed is I do a little music on the side. I like to perform and stuff. And it was so much easier to just sit in my room and record videos. And it felt a lot more like the pressure was taken off.
Yeah.
And as soon as I went out and played shows at places, my heart was like, boom, 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 boom.
Racing.
Yeah, because I wasn't used to it, and I was used to that instant gratification of getting likes on social media. I just post it and like, oh, people did like that.
Yeah.
But, when I went out, after I started doing it more and more, the anxiety went away. And it was like, that helped me out so much. And that was like my instant, okay, enough social media. I can still get on there, but limit myself.
Yeah.
Start actually being a part of the world. Start communicating with people that like the same things. Use social media, but in a way of like, yeah, I can meet up with you this day. I can do this.
See, it seems like social media is it makes you live life fast paced. Like,
Kinda.
oh, I messaged this girl. She doesn't message me back. Okay, we weren't really talking or anything. So I messaged this other girl. Didn't really work out. Okay, messaged this other girl. You do that in like 3 weeks of time span. Having nerve to keep going up to somebody and getting rejected, that's gonna be a longer time span out there. And what I'm getting at this is, say that you're doing your music thing, and you post a video, and it doesn't get anything. You're like, okay, I'll post another video tomorrow. Doesn't get anything. Post another video tomorrow. Doesn't get anything. And you do that for like a week, and you get burnt out. You're like, okay, nothing's happening. But if you do it live, you're like, I'll go to this venue. Nothing happens. 2 weeks later, I'll go to this other venue. Nothing happens. It seems more spanned out because you've lived 1 month of your life in 1 week, taking that rejection, when you would have went to a venue, perform for live people so they could see you, get rejected, perform for live people again, see you, get rejected. I feel like social media makes you live so quickly.
And isolated.
Yeah.
Like, you're stuck. Like you said, you spent a whole month doing something online. You're not connecting with people.
No.
Even if you go out and bomb at a live venue, you're still...
Everybody heard you,
and you can still talk to people.
Yeah. Because here's the thing. If you're watching this right now, our videos in the past on this channel or on Spotify right now have not been extremely successful. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
True. But we have a passion for it and we want to keep going. Problem is, there are people out there that would watch us. That's not being cocky about it. That's just statistics.
If there's like billions of people.
Yeah, there's bound to be somebody out there. We can't get those people here because they don't know how to get here. If you're out at a venue and you make 50 people listen to you, one of those people might be like, oh man, this guy,
right?
He's on to something. And you're able to contact with that person. But you really can't do that with this. But
you can. They got podcast conventions.
There you go.
People go out, yeah.
There you go.
I mean, they do. I don't know if they still do it now because of COVID, but even before COVID, I feel like there's a lot of people that have passions to do things. They just get wrapped up in the social media aspect.
Yeah, be very isolated.
Yeah.
If they're not getting attention. If they are getting attention,
I'll tell you what helps too. Like, since I got out of social media a lot more, it was probably about 2 years ago, probably more than that. I only really use social media to chat.
Yeah.
With people that I'm close to. But I mean, once I got out of it, I started reading more, and I would read stuff about how people that are successful deal with their day. How do they, like, what are their thought process? And it helps so much because one of my favorite podcasters, actually, Joey Diaz, I love him. For some reason, he's just got this way about him.
Yeah.
But he talks about it, and he was just like, when I was doing comedy, when I was into comedy, people would come up to me all the time. And they'd ask me if I'd seen this show, this movie, and they'd be like, have you heard about this? He's like, I don't know nothing. All I know is comedy. Like, you're talking to the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Because that's what you got to do. You got to focus. And that was before social media. Social media now is like, I do it myself. I usually set some time away to do something, maybe for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And then I'll eat or something, and then I will check my phone or something, and I don't know. It's just like I can focus on things more because I know that time is dedicated to that one thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And I turn my phone off too because I don't want to hear no sounds.
Get you interested when you hear ding. Like, what was that? What is that all about?
They've got like on the movie when they talk about all these different things that keep you connected to your phone. You got notifications. You got the ding. You got the ding. You got like the red notification, the little 1, 2, however many notifications you have on the app.
Yep.
You have, sometimes they try so hard to the point of where they just send you whatever.
Yeah.
Like my notification sometimes is this dude has a birthday and I don't even know who he is.
Happy birthday, guy.
Happy birthday, John. They're just like hoping that I stay on their app longer and longer because they're trying to get that ad revenue.
Yeah. It's true.
And they're auctioning clicks. That's crazy. I'm same with me. I've ran an ad before in the past, and it'll ask you how much are you willing to pay per click.
Yeah.
And it's like an auction process of like, how much are you willing to pay for this person to click on?
We can get you clicks.
Yeah, so they'll be like, they can get you clicks, but this is the crazy thing. I got interested in ads and how many people actually are involved with clicking it, and like, does it actually have any impact at all? No. This is the statistic of how many people actually click on ads is like, I believe it's either 98 or 95% of people do not click on ads.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. So you're sitting there spending $100 to put your ad out there, and like most.
But that's the thing where they get you. It doesn't seem like a lot based off of how much money you put in. But say you have like $5,000 and you take all of that $5,000 and only get 98%, or you only get 2 or 5, however much it is, percent based off of the money you put in. That's a lot of people.
It is a lot of people.
Based off of, that's the thing. Like you were talking about, highest bid, auctions.
Right.
How much money are you going to give us for these clicks? Because that's how much you're going to impact it.
Well, how many times have you clicked on an ad and actually bought it?
3 or 4.
And bought it?
Not necessarily bought, but like, there's been like an app. I'm like, oh, that's a cool app. Check that out. Or like somebody pops up on YouTube and I'm like, what's this person all about?
So it does work sometimes.
Sometimes. It has to be like very targeted and the person has to be very open-minded.
Okay.
Because 9 times out of 10, I'm sitting there like, skip the video. Because the thing about YouTube ads, if we're talking about YouTube, is that when you go to watch a video on YouTube, you want to see the video you clicked on.
Right.
So when the ad comes up, you're just like, I'm wanting to watch the video I clicked on. Skip.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, I think that's my whole thought process is like, I clicked on, which, my big kick right now, to be honest with you guys, I love watching Chris Hansen.
Dateline NBC.
Dateline NBC.
Those are good videos.
They are good.
Have you seen the one about I know I'm getting off topic. I just want to ask. Have you seen the one about the guy with the pizza? He eats the pizza.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. Like what?
He's sitting there questioning him. He's just like, "Can I eat the pizza?" And he's like, Yeah.
That's actually a smart move because he's going to jail.
Didn't he offer him a piece?
I don't think so. But Chris Hansen's like, yeah, enjoyed that pizza while you can, buddy.
You're going to jail.
He don't know. But yeah, I've been on that big kick. But like, you're not going to have a targeted ad for that.
No.
I usually get like, I don't know, it'll be some kind of person talking about what they did for their health.
Yeah. I get a lot of that one shirtless dude. I don't know if you've seen him.
Yeah, he's like, people think carbs is this, but it's
I can eat anything I want. Like this live chicken. Bites his head off.
Right.
No.
Here's the thing. They have to make profit.
Yeah.
Like, these social media accounts have to make profit. The problem is they're ruthless. And I don't think they realize the impact they're having on society. Or maybe they do, but they just don't care because money runs the world.
Very true.
And it's greed.
Think about this for a minute. What if all social media didn't have a hierarchy?
What do you mean, like a top dog on this social media?
Yeah, like, for example, if you search, I don't know a topic off the top of my head. If you search,
Gaming.
not necessarily gaming, like more specific than that.
Cooking.
Not like a broad topic, like go deeper into gaming. Like if you search,
Apex.
I don't know anything about it.
Gosh, I'm naming off a lot.
If you search, let's see. If you search like Minecraft,
Okay.
PewDiePie would pop up because he's been playing that recently. All of the top dog Minecraft YouTubers would pop up and everything like that. Imagine if there was no hierarchy and it was like when you search Minecraft, just whatever popped up.
I see what you mean, but I feel like that's what TikTok tries to do. They throw you like little things here and there. But the only problem I see with that is that you got like, they're trying to make you, of course they're trying to make you stay on the app as long as they can. So they're going to give you the most
watchable stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just curious what it would be like if there was just nothing like that.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah.
You'd probably get a lot of things that have like thumbnails that don't make any sense.
Not necessarily new videos, but like very key term, for example. Like Minecraft, I get it. If you search Minecraft, big dogs come up. But like if I search like Minecraft Redstone, all those big Minecraft people would pop up and it wouldn't necessarily be about Redstone. They'd just be like, I tried Redstone for the first time. No, I want to learn like Redstone. I want to like learn about it. Not just like you did something. Like, you know?
Right, yeah. I see what you mean.
Like more in depth with the key term instead of just being like, oh, you want a detailed thing about this broad topic? Well, here's the leaders in this broad topic instead of this detailed term.
Yeah, I get you. That's good, you know. They just knock them out from the beginning. Now, I think that's why it takes so long. But, I mean, yeah, like, I want to ask you this. Like, how much do you think you spend on YouTube?
Oh, my gosh.
Quite a bit?
Quite a bit, dude. I would say at least 2 hours a day.
Wow.
Maybe less. I feel like it's right around there, though.
That's a pretty good while.
Well, sometimes I'll just put it on in the background with whatever I'm doing. Actually watching YouTube, I'd say about hour and a half.
Hey, I will say that YouTube does have, I like to listen to instrumentals.
Yeah.
When I do stuff. And I do. That's like the only thing I get on there for.
I'm not a big fan of silence.
Yeah. It's pretty quiet in here.
Yeah, when you just listen, yeah. It is.
Yeah, I think I would like to actually post a link in the description of this video of a video I watched on YouTube talking about it was something about how to trick your mind into doing things important.
Yeah.
Because That's where instrumentals come in for me, because sometimes I'll sit down and it's hard to get your mind going sometimes. And I think people just get in a rush.
Yeah.
Because when you're on social media so much, you're getting that, like we talked before, you get that instant gratification. So you're used to things coming at you super quick. Like, oh, notification. I can just pull refresh, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And then when you're trying to sit down and do something, you're not getting that. So it's like I play music, so it kind of calms my mind down. And I can be like, okay, it's just relax time.
Yeah.
But I still work. And I think that's super important because...
It's like a necessary distraction.
Right. Yeah. And do you hate your job?
Yeah.
I hate my job. But there was a point to that. Hold on. But you do it. Yeah, you do it like every day. Pretty close.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing it all the time because you're forced to. When you get home, you're not forced to do anything. And you can choose whether to keep working after you just had like a 10-hour shift. And you're like, do I need to keep working? Or I could play the game and feel a little bit better about work.
Yeah. Games are like a whole other topic, though. Like, games for me are like I go to work, I go home, sleep, go to work, do the same stuff over and over again. When you're playing a game, it's kind of like you're just like leaving Earth for a little bit and going into that game.
Right, yeah.
Because it's own.
But it can kill some time, too.
Yeah, big time.
Big time. But the same with social media.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people that don't game. Do you put gaming on the same level?
With social media? On certain categories, yes. But looking at it as broad terms, no. For example, they're both time wasters because they don't do anything for you. But with social media, you get so caught up on like who liked my stuff, who didn't like my stuff, and it can cause you to have like depression and like these weird emotions that you're having. And on a game, you're just like, I'm here, I'm having fun.
A lot more psychological.
Yeah, it's like a build you up. And
right.
Social media can build you up, break you down, make you sad, make you angry, happy.
Right.
It's like just a random wave of stuff.
Yeah, that is a good point. Because in my mind, I was thinking about the time management.
Yeah.
It is a time killer for both ways, but
mm-hmm.
like we've been friends for a long time, and like on social media, it's not the same as when me and you get online.
Yeah.
And we just talk and chill. It's like you still got that connection with each other.
Yeah.
Even if you live, before you live like 2 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
And it was easier to get on there and do that stuff.
Well, I mean, if texting isn't the same, like you can't get on the phone and just talk all the time, and it's kind of weird to just talk to your buddy on the phone for like 2 hours, like, hey, how you doing? Blah, 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 blah. I mean, I guess it is normal, but it's kind of weird at the same time because it's just like
it's not something we're used to.
Yeah. So when you can be like playing your game, you know, having fun, talk about the game and stuff, but also you can be like, hey, I was, you know, what'd you do today?
Life sucks. Yeah, I know. Life does.
Yeah.
That's adulting. Yeah. It does make a big difference. Have you ever gotten on social media and like felt that need to get likes?
Yeah, do I care about likes? Only on YouTube. Because, well, only on YouTube up in here till recently. I don't really care about who likes my Instagram. I rarely even post there anyway. I don't even have Facebook anymore. Really, my only social media is Instagram. And I really don't care who likes my stuff on there because nobody is important to me. Besides my close knit people, like the people I went to school with, I don't talk to them anymore. So if they like my stuff or don't like my stuff, it doesn't matter to me. You're just some random person.
It's not going to affect your life down the road.
Yeah. And with YouTube, I cared about who was liking my stuff because I was like, nobody's liking it, then nothing's going to happen. But I've kind of steered away from that, and I'm more on like, how can I word this? If you spend your whole life trying to force something to happen, then you forcing it is just going to be bad. For example, if you are like, all right, I'm going to bake a cake today. You go to bake a cake and you're like, I need to mix all these ingredients together, and you like barely mix it up, and you're like, okay, I just need to hurry up and shove it in the oven because I really want this cake, and you put it in the oven, and you're like, God, I really want it out, and you take it out, that cake is going to be awful. It's going to be barely mixed up.
Batter's pretty good.
If it's barely mixed up batter, barely baked, it's just not good. But if you're like, I really want a cake, and you take the time to mix all the ingredients good, make sure all the measurements are right instead of just throwing stuff in there, laying it out, baking it at the proper time, taking it out, checking to see if it's done, putting it in there, it's going to end up better. I think you should let the world set your own pace and just keep doing the stuff you love and not worry about everybody else around you.
Perfectly put. With a little bit of tweak.
So you should
You should bake a cake like that because it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I have one sitting over there. It's like just a glob.
Yeah, I feel that though, because here's the thing too, because when I was younger, I don't feel like I rushed as much as I do, or that I did when I was an adult.
Yeah.
Like there's been a lot of events that happened in my life where I feel like social media had a subconscious impact on it.
Yeah.
That people don't realize it, but I'm like, this is because social media is taking over. I've been in relationships where they think that social media is not a big deal. And we would have problems in our relationship and then post it on social media.
Yeah.
And that instantly draws attention like, oh, they're having problems. I'm going to go try to hook up with that person because they're having a bad day.
Yeah.
That is not good.
And if you don't think people are like that, people are so like that. They're like these scummy people that'll be like, oh, hey, here's how I think people think. I think they're like, well, she's dating him, and he's not that, I'm more attractive than he is. And she's talking about how big mad of problems they're having. I could totally, swoop in there.
Right. See, that's the thing, though. That's the instant gratification that's the contrast.
Yeah.
Because what that person that's just coming in being like, hey, you guys are having problems, can I slip in here? That person that's thinking that doesn't see all the time that you've spent together with that person, building something over a long period of time. It's that one day of that good feeling of, I'm going to stick to the guy that I'm with and just go be a bad person.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you live life like that and you let that world control you, then there's nothing that good ever comes from it.
I'll say this. Social media is bad for relationships, period. I'll give it to like 10% of the population out there, maybe less. I won't even give it that much. Like it's way less than that. I would say it's like 5% or less of people don't really care about who flirts with who or whatever, because there's the poly relationships where it's like, is it poly or is it pan?
Pan, I think, right? Poly, pan. I mean, they're both P words, close.
One of them it's like you have multiple relationships,
right?
So those people don't care, but even with those people, I still feel like they get a little jealous.
You'd have to.
If you're one of those people out there and you're like, I don't get jealous, you're lying to yourself.
Right.
Because if you really love somebody, and they're like getting all touchy with somebody, and you see them texting all the time, and like they're kind of getting flirty and stuff, you're not just going to sit back and be like, that's good.
I'll tell you who is like that.
Good for them.
The guy that's on IGTV or something that's got multiple wives.
Oh yeah.
But sometimes they get mad at each other, I'm sure. I mean, come on. They're probably just in it for the fame at this point.
Yeah.
But I was thinking this. I mean, how sexualized is society right now?
Extremely.
Like, extremely.
Especially TikTok. Don't even get me started. Guys really can't do it. There are guys that can do it. Because they're freaking hunks. But like,
Don't make me
okay,
take the bargain off.
it's a very small population. It has to be like the ripped guys and stuff like that. Like just very muscular, jacked out of their minds, good jawline, good hair, everything. Just really good looking dudes. Those are the only groups of guys that can do it. But for girls, guys are so horny. And so
Cut it out.
cut it out. Guys are so like over what am I trying to get at here?
Trying to find like a good term that's not they're easily
Thirsty.
persuaded. Yeah, I guess.
Guys are so thirsty, it could be not even an attractive on the outside, because you could be very attractive on the inside. It could be not an attractive girl on the outside, but if she shows cleavage or shows herself in like a bra and panties, he's like,
That's it.
like.
Yeah, and it becomes like super sexualized.
And TikTok is so bad for that. There's these girls on there that random strangers are like they'll wear a white t-shirt and she'll be like, she'll just like shake herself a little bit and somebody's like, you should do that with some water. And so these girls will take water and pour it on their white t-shirt for some random stranger out there just because she's going to get those likes.
Because of the lie, yeah. And it it builds this super sexualized.
And it's so weird because ladies talk about them being over-sexualized all the time. And you are, ladies. Rise up, women.
Yeah, but we're talking about like social media ladies. I feel like there's a lot of ladies out there that do,
Yeah, like they're just trying to live their day and somebody's checking out their butt or something
Right,
like that.
yeah,
that is really bad for you. But no, I'm still with them even on social media.
Right.
Like if you don't want to be over-sexualized, stop over-sexualizing yourself.
Right. I'm sure they don't care.
Yeah, those girls don't care. And it makes the other, like the women who truly, truly care about that, these young girls out there that are just trying to get likes, ruin that for them.
Which all connects back full circle. Full circle. All the way back to social media.
Yeah.
Because when you're in high school, you're around people all the time.
Yeah.
So you've got all your connections. You got, whether you think of it at the time or not, you're around more people. Mm-hmm. Even if you have anxiety, that's okay. Like, people get anxiety. Like, that's okay. It doesn't always have to be medicated. I mean, if you feel like it's necessary, it's there.
Yeah.
But, you're so used to being around people. Then when you get out of high school, you still try to have some sort of relevance to the world. So social media is a great way to enter into that. But people start seeing, like, the sexualized part of the world,
mm-hmm.
and also like the controversial side. A lot of like politics right now, of course, big thing. So people that are all about politics are seeing these negative things, and it's just making them more political on the inside, and they're not getting out and talking to normal people.
Yeah,
they're just seeing these overly dramatic scenes. Because, like, I'm guilty for it, too. I get on and I watch politics sometimes, and I'll see people punching each other, people kicking and, like, throwing bricks through glass, and these business owners getting knocked out, and it just makes me, like, furious. Because I think, man, that guy, he's not on social media, probably. For his business, maybe.
Yeah.
But it'll be some old guy that's not on social media, and he doesn't even know what's going on. And social media is just building this rage of people. Hey, you're wrong. No, you're wrong. Oh, you're wrong. Okay. Now we're going to go fight about it and knock this old guy out that has no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's like, really? This guy's built this thing his entire life, and you just went out because you felt entitled to punch somebody. And it all reverts back to social media. If everybody as a community could make social media a better place.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we would be on a great track. Because I feel like America it's an awesome country because we're so, like, advanced in the technological world.
Yeah.
We're very, like, connected in that field. But we just use it for the wrong reasons.
I don't feel like that'll ever happen, though.
You know?
Mainly because you can't go on YouTube, you can't go on Instagram, you can't go on anything and click in the comments and find somebody who's just being an a-hole for no reason. Like TikTok, for example. Some less attractive person just enjoys dancing or something. And they're dancing on there and they're having a good time. It's not the best dance in the world, but they're having fun with it. And somebody will just jump on there and be like, oh my God, why'd you post this?
Yeah, reverting back to the social dilemma, they talk about how, like, the negative comments on social media, they're the ones that get the most attention. And, you know, be honest, like back in high school, when people are roasting each other to death, I mean, it's pretty funny. Roast can be funny, but, like, social media makes it so much more easier to say something horrible
Yeah.
to somebody with a good heart out there.
Yeah.
You don't get a sense of, like, that person actually has a good heart, and I'm sitting here, like, destroying them.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes it so much easier. Looking at everything, it makes it so much easier. For example, the scumbags out there who'll just walk up to a girl and be like, hey, you got a nice butt on you. It's very, very, I mean, I bet there's quite a few, but in your hometown, it's probably a very small few.
Maybe, yeah.
So if you go on social media, those scumbags increase in number because you can just be like, hey, you got a nice butt. Let's see where this goes.
Yeah, there's no repercussion.
Yeah, and if they're like, ooh, gosh, get away from me. Next girl. Hey, you got a nice.
It's like telemarketing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
Booed for booty calls.
Yeah.
Same thing goes for bullying. Like, if you say something out in public, you can't really say something extreme, but you can, like, make fun of them and be like, hey, nah, shirt loser. Friggin' gotcha. And then on social media, you could be just, like, roasting them
Endlessly.
Yeah, and more harsh than just, hey, you got a bad shirt. You could be like, you're lifeless. You're such a piece of crap. Kill yourself. Something like that.
Which blows my mind.
Yeah.
I think it's the insecure people that do that kind of stuff, though.
It's okay. Hey, if you're a bully out there, I love you.
Yeah. We want you to listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Be a part of our community. If you feel like you ain't got a community, you got one with us.
We're here for everybody.
Dang straight, Skippy. Is that pretty cool?
That's our new slogan. It's going to be on a t-shirt later.
Full circle. All right. Anything you want to... Actually, there's one other thing I was wanting to talk about.
Go for it.
This is crazy. Didn't have my first smartphone until I was 21.
Yeah.
And that was a big thing. Everybody had phones in high school, and I was so late to get one. I was a poor boy.
I was too, but my parents made it happen.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
They got me like a cheaper smartphone, but I still have a smartphone.
I just got a cell phone when smartphones were getting big, so I just got the one that, like, slid. As people were like,
dude, I enjoyed my little slide phone with the keyboard. You just sit there and go. There's something satisfying about the button clicks. With touchscreen, you don't got that. It's just like,
yeah,
feeling those buttons press in. It's just nice.
When you got the sound on, you hear the button clicks.
Well, yeah, but you don't have the same, like, pressing feature. Like, those buttons press in and
Press.
click. Yeah.
It's that feeling of the being in the library in the high school typing on that keyboard.
Jordan, what are you doing? You're freaking just typing a whole bunch of letters on your keyboard. You're supposed to be writing a paper. What'd you say, teacher? I don't know.
I just like the sounds. Anything you want to add before we end the Social Dilemma podcast?
Stay safe. Christmas, really crazy this time of year. Have a good Christmas, you guys. We're going to be posting more podcasts. Just want you guys to know, have a good Christmas. Like, build up for it. Yeah. Purchase great gifts for everybody.
See, you see, like, the lack of motivation in his voice right now? It's going to increasingly get more and more as Christmas
progresses, I'm gonna be more into it. Christmas Day, gonna be mind blown. Yeah, just remember, we're always here for you guys. If you want to pop in here, say something, we'll respond. We are waiting for people to respond. We will respond to you.
Yeah.
It's a community here. Just drop a like on us. Maybe subscribe. If you're on Spotify, hit that follow button. We're live every Friday. Not really live, but we post every Friday.
Right.
And yeah, that's pretty much all from me.
All for you, yeah. All right. Yeah, leave us a like. Let us know what you think about the podcast. Let us know how long you stay on social media and how it affects your life. And we're going to end the podcast there. If you haven't watched The Social Dilemma, it's on Netflix, and it's worth the watch, guys.
And as always,
Shh. Quiet on set. See you guys. Be good.
Yeah. All these freaking zombie losers out. Alright, get that rendered out. We got some videos to shoot.
We do.
Oh my god, stand up.